Wow, look at the curve in here. This is a pretty severe curve wrapping around here. So look how nice the finishing pad, this is a 6-inch finishing pad by JTCAN Industries. When you put this on here, you can push it right around that curve. And look at that. You can just do that so quick. And it's so accurate, easy to use. And look at that, it's exposed a little dent. Now, a lot of times dents on these kind of curves are missed. When you're sanding, it's very easy to miss them. So this is great, it exposed that. And we might be able to sand it out within the reach of the primer. Now we're gonna find out. If we can't, we're not gonna force it. If we can't sand it out, we'll have to do a little bit of glaze work right there. Just fill that in, it's really, really shallow. Perfect block for these curves. Easy to use. Long lasting, durable. I mean, this block is not gonna wear out. It's a high grade urethane rubber. We make them right here in the United States. We stand behind everything we make. And they're made to make the job easy for you. So this is, the guide code is great because you could really, really hone in to everything that's going on this panel. And you could sand that until it's perfect because you've got the guide coat. I guarantee if you don't use the guide coat, you're gonna miss all kinds of small things that are gonna show up in the finished product. And well, body guys will notice it right away. Sometimes the customers may not, but you're better off doing the best job that you can. Let's get right up to the edge. Let's see if we can get this little, if you can see it, it's a very small, there it is. Really kind of hard to see, but there's a small little ping right there. And let's see if we can get that sanded out without having to do anything more there. I think there's enough prime there to handle this. Almost out. Keep your paper clean, keep the surface clean. Check it with your hand, make sure you don't have any grit or anything. And we're pretty close here. Let's see if we can get this. Now we're sanding with 600, so this is a very fine, fine dent, and we're also using very fine paper. Here we go, it's out 100%. That's gonna look great once we put the sealer on it and the base coat. And that thing is gone. So there are some little dents and things that you're gonna be able to fill with primer. And then there's gonna be ones that you need to use a little body filler or a little glaze, a little fine filler. All right, so in here now I'm gonna switch over to a Super Mini, because that's a kind of a flatter area, and I wanna make sure this is nice and true in here. Again, another place where things could be missed. Let's drop this down a little bit. So we're right past the gas door, and it's kind of hard to tell. I think that's pretty good. So now we're going to sand through here right up to the contour line, and we're going to use our little Super Mini. Now the paper's starting to come off because this paper is at the end now. That's what happens. The adhesive will hold it, and then eventually it'll let go, and at that time it's time to change the paper, dry the block off, put fresh adhesive, and start again. All right, let's just bring it up into here, make sure we get all that guide coat off. A lot of times you'll have dents around the gas door. People are clumsy when they're putting the nozzle back in, and so you know, look for that. Make sure you take care of those. You know, if you want to do a nice job, do a professional job, got to catch all that little stuff. All right, this is looking pretty good. We got that straight. Let's wet it down. Wow, perfect. So now we've sanded. Let's take a look at this Saab quarter panel. This was sanded with the JTCAN finishing pad and Super Minis. So you can see the results now. Let's check out the bodywork. Now remember, there was a dent up in here. There was a little ping down here, and then there were some big creases right along the, right above the molding here. 2 big creases. So those are all taken care of. So this was rubbed out, sanded with 2000 wet, and rubbed out, compounded, and glazed. And yeah, we left a little bit of orange peel to match the orange peel that's on this car. So it looks very factory. And these are the kind of results you can expect if you just take your time and use some JTCAN Industries sanding blocks.